Irish taking the first shot. Michigan State going with its same starting lineup that it did against Eastern Michigan on that Wednesday.
Leszewski down in the post.
Hauser, who has Michigan State's first 4 points. Again, the kick out to Henry. Talk to us today. I'd like Aaron Henry to get about 10 effects. Just maybe the short-term effects and being limited with some of the reps he might get. Here's Henry with a little step-through move. ACC Big Ten Challenge and his Spartans. Michigan State has won 9 of the last.
Situation like this, but I think we can expect to see more of this because when Mike Gray wants to play the difficult schedule that he's playing and Michigan State right up the road, they should be partners in trying to make it happen.
You are not joking when you're talking about tough schedules. The stats that we were looking at, again, we were talking about Hauser picking up the 2. They now for Jogo.
That's what I'm talking about, that spacing and the cutting ability of Notre Dame. It's his first opportunity. Now he slides out to the three-point land that he's had in his career with the Spartans. Excellent job staying down, blocking and retaining possession. They
are not giving any sort of daylight to Lawyer here tonight. After career-high night, 6 threes, 20 points against Eastern Michigan. Henry gets a bit of everything in terms of post-play for us. Some of the little things you might not notice. Taking it hard. Again, Tom Izzo.
So many guys that can score the basketball. Aaron Henry. Joey, agree with you. You know, he knew what he was doing. He knew when the game was on.
A huge win for Michigan State, 29-20 over Northwestern, who was unbeaten at 5-0 going into that game. Blocks in the first half, by the way. The look off to Hauser. Finds Henry. A lefty stroke that have gone in.
Yeah, and you know, he's gotten a lot of them here recently as the game has kind of gotten away from Notre Dame. Right there. Boy, Mo Pete was a player. Not to say that Gabe Brown is not, but he's got a little work to do to get in that category.
Izzo always likes to set that standard, too, what Mo Pete was able to do as the 6th player of the year.
And at this point, juncture, but he's going to have to do it a little bit more consistently to get some minutes away from Kiffey.
Ryan is really active, looking for his shot here early. The take. Western, who was unbeaten at 5-0 going into that game.
That accreditation from your teammates lets you know what he means and his ability to stand up and lead by example a lot of times.
Combo guard, he's got Notre Dame.
So I wanted Kiffey to be a little bit more aggressive offensively, but not going up against Jawan Durham, the elite shot blocker.
Aaron Henry only shot 3 times in that game against Eastern Michigan. That's why Tom Izzo said we got to make it a priority to feed him.
Still line look against the zone. I think Michigan State would be happy with that.
So Henry and Hauser have combined for 8 of the first 13 shots here for Michigan. A quick look. The Fighting Irish looking to run with it a little bit. Nikola Jogo, one of the players off the bench.
He'll get his opportunity.
Was probably priority number 1 on that scouting report as Notre Dame just got to sit and watch some basketball until tonight. This is their season debut.
Good call.
Under a minute now to play. Here's Hub. Going at him.
When Watts gets healthy with that knee bruise, I think that those type of shots will fall. We'll be happy with that.
So Henry and Hauser have combined for 8 of the first 13 shots here for Michigan State. Generating a lot of his offense with points in the paint. So maybe a big adjustment that Notre Dame had to talk about here at halftime. Hub and a bucket in the first half.
Yeah, Watts can get that shot anytime he wants. That was a poor selection in my...
Into the NBA draft, just for consideration, went through about 22 different interviews and decided to return for his junior season at Michigan State. But what he learned from Gary Harris and Denzel Valentine.
But Gabe Brown is really confident. I mean, he has not hesitated one bit on his shot opportunities this season.
0 for 2.
You like the effort by Bingham. Missed the shot there, went back and got his own attempt. I
was just about to say, I think Prentice Hub is going to pull it.
When Watts gets healthy with that knee bruise, I think that those type of shots will fall.
Has 1 3-point field goal attempt. Now he's 1 of 3 from back there.
Coach Izzo is really high on this team. They could be an elite defensive unit, as we're seeing right now.
Notre Dame doesn't have a bucket since 7-13 in the first than the ones that have gone in.
Yeah, and you know, he's gotten a lot of them here recently as the game has kind of gotten away from him. I mean, he was open. He had a good clean look.
Krzyzewski, this time with Henry on him in the post.